really nice to everyone inside of the we call it tractor and the QT. So first I'm going to start by being really nice and kind as much as possible, no matter what. Like a really nice guy. I let like 3 people go ahead of me. Look at this line there. I don't even know this time of day. I didn't know it was this busy right over here. It's amazing. Everyone's just in and out of there like speed fast. I am going to continue to get hot dogs during the campaign too. I'm going to do a whole hot dog day. I know they have National Hot Dog Days and stuff like that. We're going to do that kind of stuff too. And we're going to have a lot of fun, because fun is good for the heart. That's what I learned about doing all this stuff. Keep good spirits. And then I'm going to get how much gas we're getting in all kinds of stuff. What I do is I file away all these receipts and gas that I spend at a gas place. I file them all away. I have a little gray folder that I use. It's a little spring folder. I put all these receipts in there. And I've been doing it since I started Uber back. I no longer work with Uber, but when I first started at Uber, I file all the receipts back from 2019. I still have them today. And those receipts are kept in a box. They're like a little, one of those accordion boxes, those little ones you get at the Container Store or Office Depot. It's like a little accordion looking box that you keep files in. I keep all of those stuff. I keep every single gas receipt. I've done it since 2019. I will continue the hot dog stuff as well. I got 2 of them right here. I got 1 hot dog here, and it has Grey Poupon on it, and I got a chicken dog too. I call it, it's basically like a chicken dog and some soda. It was hard to get out of there. And here's my hot dog. I'm gonna show it down like this so I can see it at an angle. Really good. Love my QT dog. All right, next is a chicken dog. Drop the tomato. It's like this little chicken stick, I call it. It's like a buffalo ranch stick. Buffalo chicken ranch. Pretty good. Those hot dogs were very yummy. Now, I have learned the opening of Paranoid Android. I know Weezer covered it a few years back. Hang on. I'm gonna try to capture the sneeze. It looks like the sneeze passed. Yeah, Paranoid Android. I can do the very, very beginning part of it on the guitar now. I learned it from this kid on YouTube. He posted the tablature and then he shows it. It's like brilliant. And it's cool to play. It's like a lot of fun. I think I'm gonna have to subscribe to that kid. I know I'll go back to it and I'll watch it over and over and over again. It helps to do that stuff. He put the little tablature things, it jumps up there, and you can get the first part of Paranoid Android. Weezer covered it. Weezer's a great band. But anyway, yeah, Paranoid Android. Yeah, it's a great song. It has that line, "When I am king, you will be forced against the wall." Yeah, it's like so like wow. And it talks about, you know, unborn chicken voices and, you know, in his head. You know, it's interesting because Android, you know, we call these certain phones androids, you know. It's just such an interesting thing. It was like it was predicting something about the times that we live in, about these android kind of things and AI and all this weird stuff. Another thing that I'm going to talk about in the campaign, I'm going to bring up AI, artificial intelligence, and all kinds of stuff. We're going to have a lot to talk about and learn, and I've got a lot to learn myself, and I can't wait to be taught. What I want to say very clear on my campaign, I am not Republican nor Democrat, okay? I want to make that very clear. I am not Republican, I am not Democrat. I'm a third party known as the New Liberty Party. So it's new. It's a new party. It's a New Liberty Party. Other from Missouri. We do care about the environment as well. So we do try. That's why I drive a Kia. So I just want to make that clear. Not Republican, not Democrat. It's third party. 1, 2, and 3, third party. A lot of people that have heard my vlog have known that I have stated that Bill Clinton saved my life, and there is some truth to that. And Bill Clinton's a Democrat, and you know, I'm mad at the Democratic Party, but I do respect a lot of Democrats, and then of course Republicans. You know, that's why I'm third party, as I look at both of them. But Bill Clinton started a thing, or helped out healthcare, and there was a thing called Kaiser Permanente. Now, I suffered from staph infection in high school and almost died. Everybody that knows me knows this. I came very close to dying. It was horrible staph infection in my throat right here. And it got so bad that I could barely breathe, and I was not able to take in food, but I was able to take in water and soups and things like that. I was able to eat liquid diets for about, it went on off and on for 6 months. My tonsils got so big that it almost caused me to where I wasn't able to breathe. It's a true story. Now, they did put me on medical steroids, and they were able to control the swelling. My mom has a photograph of my tonsils at the time. They were able to control the swelling, and there was a medicine that Bill Clinton, I think, may have been behind, or at least the healthcare department at that time was, and Kaiser Permanente had just got this type of antibiotic. They were able to give it to me, and it was like overnight healing. It saved my life. Okay, I voted. I think I may have been too young to vote for Bill Clinton. I was too young to vote for Bill Clinton. Later that next year, I'd vote for the Republican Party, and then I vote for Republican and Democrat. I voted for Obama too, but I won't get into all the people I voted for. But I really do thank Bill Clinton for, you know, for paying attention to the healthcare of that era. My mom was a big Bill Clinton fan. Bill Clinton was a scholar. My dad calls him a draft dodger, but I think he was an upstanding president, although he had some problems. He's a saxophone player too. But it could have something to do with a little bit of payback, because I think that when one man gets behind the Oval Office and says, no, we're going to do this, we're going to make healthcare better. I think he did that with Kaiser Permanente. It was a place you could go to get medicines and see a doctor. It was like a clinic. And it was a democratic thing, or I was told it was. So it was programs where you could go in and see multiple doctors, and you could get on one health care program. You could get on one. You have to look into Kaiser Permanente to understand it, but you could get on one program and see many different types of doctors and things like that. I think I'm going the wrong way, but anyway, I can loop around this way. Now it's a red light. Oh well. Anyway, so there were many doctors in one clinic, and they all specialized in different stuff. So it was brilliant. They were able to find out it was a staph infection. They were able to control the swelling, and they saved my life. So my mom had voted for Bill Clinton, and she had mentioned him and things like that. This is like a new healthcare program and things like that. And so the government can help you and when you're in times of need. I'm telling Linda every day, I say, look, get in touch with workman's comp. Get in touch with workman's comp, you know. I keep telling her, she's looking into it because she cut her thumb really bad. But they can help by just wanting something. Now, Bill Clinton probably wanted to be a great musician. He wanted to be great at something. But he became good, right? He became a good president for that year. And I survived, you know, I lived. So I'm not saying that Bill Clinton got on the phone. He may have known about it. I don't know if these things get to the president's office. I never got to meet Bill Clinton. I've never met a president. I have been to Washington a few times. I've been to Washington, D.C. with my children and everything. We saw the butterfly exhibit in the Smith, you know, that thing, Smithsonian, sorry, the Smithsonian. We saw the butterfly exhibit there. We went through Washington and stayed in some hotels and stuff, and we got to visit and see different aspects of Washington and stuff. I've never met a president or anything like that, or a government official. My uncle is part of the Libertarian Party, and my father is, I think he's considered a big Republican. I know he's not a Democrat, but my mom's a big Democrat. So you can see how I get kind of tuckered into the third party. And third parties are hard. They're hard to deal with. And a lot of times they're there for certain reasons. But I cannot side with the Democrats on the abortion. I cannot side with abortion. I'm against abortion. I'm sorry. I would like to have a campaign and like to try to talk women into having the child. I'm sure Bill Clinton would feel the same. But I would like to be pro-life, and that's my slogan on some of the things, you know. So if someone's considering abortion, then they need to be educated. They need to be educated. It's treated as murder in Texas. It probably will be so for a long time. And that's something that Texas has to live with. Because I think even condemning anyone for something in that nature, if they're not clear on the murder charges, can be wrong. Condemning is wrong. Imprisoning is wrong. I want to free a lot of people from prison. One thing that I will do is I will go through all the lost system cases that are people that are lost in the system. We'll go through all those cases and we'll release people. What, this guy's in for what? This bag of marijuana, whatever. We'll go through, we'll have a bunch of Better Call Sauls out there that will go through and release people from prisons. Because imprisonment is wrong. Sickness is wrong too. So we'll be strict about who we put into prison, which mostly will just be violent crimes. And I mean violent crimes, I mean like murder, okay? And pretty much that's almost going to be it. Rape charges will be looked over and investigated to see if they were fake charges. Different type of charges. No one will be in prison for money. And anything, when it has to do with anything to do with money at all, they'll be released. I don't care the amount. $1 billion or $1 doesn't make a difference to me. No one will go in for money charges at all. Robberies will be reviewed. Okay, different types of robberies will be reviewed. I'm not going to be strict on who I'm going to put into prison. I'm going to be up one that pardons. Lenient is what they say. One that pardons. So murder, of course, is never accepted. Abortion is wrong, but condemning on something where the woman does not know and is not educated, right? Now, in Texas, they don't care. They're too crazy about it, so they'll just throw you right into prison if you get an abortion, so don't do it. They will. They'll investigate it. But I do think abortion is wrong. It should be seen as wrong. But, nevertheless, I think that condemning people are wrong, too. Do you see the difference? Because people can die in prison and things like that. I will not go lock up women for... women that don't understand it. I will not lock them up. Okay? And that goes for probably most all of them. I won't lock them up. I won't do that. It's not right to. So I will stand beside the woman, just like Jesus did with Mary Magdalene. I will stand beside them because they don't understand it. But I think it's wrong, and it should be seen as wrong, but I won't condemn. So I am going to be lenient on it. Now, I have to still be pro-life. So I have to stick by that. This is kind of how a third-party person would talk. But I have to be lenient. So pro-life is what I suggest, that we should have life. We shouldn't make it easy for abortion to happen. Listen, when it was illegal, they did it anyway. They found ways to do it. That should be investigated. We need to educate all women on the aspect of the child and God and mercy and life and fear. They should have fear management classes, teaching them about fear. Don't make it easy. We shouldn't make it easy, but we shouldn't condemn, is what I'm saying. Listen, a lot of people know that a lot of things are wrong. Listen, if you're a big Republican in the church and you're Mr. Minister and Pastor, and you find out that your daughter went out and got an abortion, are you going to lock her up? Do not lie. Are you going to put her in prison? Do not lie. No, you're not. You're going to free your daughter. Why? Because you know that your daughter did not understand. You know, if your daughter went out and did that. You're not going to condemn her and keep her from her things that she loves, like ice cream and a beautiful walk in the park. You're not going to want her to go through the hell of prison where the people there have to go through misery. You would see, okay, she sinned, she got the abortion, I can deal with it. That's how the church is really going to react to a daughter that went out and got an abortion, a daughter of the church. They're going to not condemn her, okay? I'm going to stand beside the woman and defend her and draw the line. Yes, it's wrong. Yes, it should be illegal because it's wrong, but I'm not going to condemn. I'm not going to file charges against a person for abortion that they don't understand. They don't understand the murder because at that time, that woman's mind is like a child, okay? And things are going to be reviewed. Persecuting own Americans for not understanding life is wrong. People don't think the same. They don't have the same skills in their head as others. So we have to watch out and protect God's children. And we're all God's children. Every single citizen, every single one of us is God's children. Whether they like it or not, they're created by an intelligent design. Right, we're in the Legacy area. The shops at Clear Forks is one of my favorite areas. You can see the Legacy sign right here. And then we'll pull up on Press Cafe and get some good footage of the field. And I'll try to manage this vlog. It's gonna be a biggie. It's gonna be a 6 or 7 part. It's a beautiful field right here. And what I say about the Republicans and the Democrats, a house divided cannot and will not stand alone. Welcome to the third party. There's the bike mart. It's for the trailhead right here. And it's connected through this hallway inside to what's known as the Press Cafe, which is a upper class kind of cafe. You can have catering here, host parties and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. I'll get a shot of it's right here. That's the inside of it. All right, so there's the kids' pasta, and they got some other kids' food, and I gotta pick up their milk and put it in a special case. Now, what I've done is I put a paper sack inside another paper sack. That way, they'll balance and be secure. They're 2 kids' milks, so that should work out. And I'll cover it. I'll probably put another paper sack in there when I get in there. Facebook is controversial. I use Facebook every day. Heavily. Mark might know about me. Zuckerberg might. I use Facebook quite a bit in advertising and all kinds of stuff. I've even done some boosting and things like that, where you pay a little extra for boosting certain ads or businesses and stuff. So now, here is the thing about Facebook. I'm trying to sorry. Totally 100% Facebook. 100%. So we need Facebook. Facebook has saved lives. Facebook has saved lives. Facebook is genius. Facebook is good for government, business, for everything. What I mean by government is that Facebook can be used for government things. Zuckerberg, I consider him a genius. I may have said some crack jokes or done some dramatic monologues, and I'm a big Fincher fan with the social network thing. So yeah, 100%. We will use Facebook as much as we can. I'm not gonna do the whole presidential campaign purely on Facebook or anything like that. I will use them for advertisement. There's a Trinity River, but I just want to say that I'm pro Facebook. So Facebook all the way. And also Twitter, TikTok, and everything else, 100%. So any kind of platform that's online where people can communicate, 100% yes. I don't care if it's Chinese or invented by Russia. It's a good thing because people can see what other people do. Oh, it's clear for it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not dangerous. It's actually safe. So now when it comes to privacy and stuff, oh goodness gracious, people could lose their privacy through the white pages. You know, those old white pages they had, or even the yellow pages. So it's always been an issue and always will be. But to me, it's probably no more dangerous than that. Whatever people volunteer, whatever information that goes on Facebook, they want people to see. Even if they're dorky about it and they don't know, whoops, I didn't mean to post that, they can always go back and edit. I've done it myself. It got me in some trouble because I used to emotional post. So I'd emotionally write and like get my anger out and then hit post and then go back and erase it. Kind of like tearing up a piece of paper, writing on a piece of paper and then tearing up the piece of paper and throwing it in the garbage or throwing it into a fire. Anyway, it should be monitored, but those are going to be for the computer geniuses. So people that know about it and know how to code and know the whole algorithm and stuff are the ones that they need to operate it, not the government. So the government will leave Facebook alone in my campaign. I got to put okay right here. And then also they will leave platforms like TikTok alone. They will leave TikTok. They'll leave TikTok alone. They'll leave Twitter. They'll leave all the freedom of speech sites alone. We need those sites to talk on. Anybody's allowed to have freedom of speech in the entire world in our point of view. So we will allow those platforms and new platforms to thrive, even newer platforms as well. No one will monopolize it. Any genius that wants to go out there and create it, even if it's my own son, whoever it may be that wants to have an idea and create something, they can go out there and do it. They have the freedom to do that, whatever they like, whatever they want to engineer for social media, perfectly fine. So that's what I feel. You know, I feel that these platforms are great. And obviously I would, because I use them every day. Get a shot of the city of Fort Worth. What it is it's a fence passing by before the city. You can't really see the city until the very end. And then you can see it. And that milk smells too. You can smell the milk. About right there. That's good, about right there. Oops, there we go. A little bit better. So the National Party is what Abraham Lincoln was behind. He was not Democrat or Republican. Look at it. Look it up on Wikipedia. It says National Party, Abraham Lincoln. So there has been third-party presidents before. They've just been silenced because of the boomers. See, in the 1900s, it's mostly been Democrats and Republicans the entire time because of the boomer generation. The boomer generation is trying to control everything. Now, in 2030, these messages will be heard, and we'll slowly need to move on and progress. And we'll have to drop this whole Republican and Democrat thing. We will. This is Westover Hills. We'll have to drop it. If you know a friend, tell them about the Please Subscribe show. It is political. It's also a comedy. And we also deliver food. We try to also deliver what's called humanity. And we need a humanity party. A new liberty party. New liberty. A new type of liberty. And I'm campaigning that. My name's Cole Spivey. If you're listening to this, I approve of this message. The New Liberty Party. That's what I called it. The most simplest terms. I just thought of something simple. What do we need? We need liberty, and we need it to be new. We need the new again. So new things. I'm gonna drop off this milk and this kid's pasta and this kid's burger and this family's food. This is how I campaign, by giving you food. What a good way to do it, right? I come up to your doorstep and I just simply give you food, and you find out about it eventually over time. Maybe a friend told you, hey, this guy dropped some food at your door. He's trying to run for president. Just want to let you know. If you know me, if you're one of my friends, feel free to tell them about Cole Spivey. What's Cole Spivey like? Well, he was an actor, and he also plays, guitar. Look at that house. He's really good with the old iPhone, making the old video logs. Yeah, talk about it. Heck, I might do your taxes that year. Or at least have Emma do them. Big time employ her in the White House. She's great with numbers. All right. No, seriously, she's a very good tax consultant. She just couldn't get it to go through this time. But she'll work on it. Maybe next year. I'm going to try to use her next year, too. But she did everything she could. They still have fees. It's this house right here. I'm about to learn that song. Okay, I hope that was okay on the milk. Went down to this part now, I'm pretty sure. Down this way. This way. And I will make marijuana illegal in all 50 states, even medical. Because I'm 100% sure that medical marijuana is bad for you, as well as regular marijuana. So all marijuana will be more illegal than you think. It is bad for you. Do not smoke it. I do not condone it. I condone health. No marijuana. Alcoholism. I'm going to try to ban it. Now that's a radical, isn't it? I'm going to do that by lowering the taxes on alcoholism and cigarettes. You think, wow, how would that ban it? Because the government would not be able to profit off of it anymore. The government would not be able to profit off your addiction to alcohol and to nicotine. Marijuana would be illegal in all forms. We would stop that. How am I going to ban alcohol? Well, when I lower the taxes on alcohol and cigarettes, okay, the government will not be able to profit off it as much, and they will not be able to protect it as much as they do already. Like ATF will be no more. There won't be alcohol, tobacco, and firearm anymore. So we will educate the public and tell them why drinking and why smoking cigarettes kills you. Then we'll let the public know that the government profits off you smoking and they profit off you drinking. When you smoke your cigarettes and you're drinking and you're smoking, the tax official smiles. The person that's funded by the government smiles because they're getting paid because you're smoking and you're drinking and you're funding your local government official. So we'll lower that so the government does not profit off of it. I know it sounds weird, but my psychology is it'll whittle away because the government will go and force other things that are good to profit off of, not things that are bad, because the government knows better than to get you addicted to cigarettes and to get you addicted to alcoholism, or to get you addicted to alcohol, which is alcoholism. Is one beer bad? Mm-hmm. One beer is bad. One glass of wine can be very bad for you. Alcohol is not good in any form. Cigarettes are not good. Is one cigarette a day bad for you? Yes, it is. It's bad for you. It can be very bad depending on who makes it. So in a way, we're going to outlaw it by lowering the taxes on it, by making sure the government doesn't profit off of it. It'll still be available. You'll still be able to get it. but the government won't profit off of it. They're not going to profit off your addiction.